So today we are going to talk about how to install the Drake Offroad fire extinguisher mount. I've got a fire extinguisher here that my wife generously got me for Christmas. And there's a couple different ways you can install this. First off, just talk about the mount itself. Really good construction. You can barely hear a little rattle here. We'll see how that changes when we actually install it. If the weight of it, I've heard the weight of the fire extinguisher on there and when it's mounted will actually make it so it doesn't rattle, but we'll see about that, and we could always do some reinforcing, put some rubber in there or something like that to reduce that. I like the look of it first off because I think it matches not only the red accents in my Jeep with the Recon Edition, but also the black metal and being able to mount it opposite my power tank. I think it's going to create some nice balance there. This button here, when you pull that lever, it allows this to open up. Okay, there's a pin in here. You can see this pin. Okay, that pin pulls apart and it allows the hole here to be released. This is just resting on there, so it makes it really easy just to pull the pin and pull this thing off. Now what we have to do first is we have to attach this to the fire extinguisher. Okay, so we got some straps here. We're gonna strap this on and get going. So you'll notice on the mount that actually attaches, so there's two parts of this mount. There's this side that has the screw holes in it. This is going to go into the roll bar. You can either screw it in, or you can see it actually has grooves here where you can run hose clamps through there, and we'll probably do that to start. My plan is not to mount this permanently until I know for a fact that I know where I want it. Looking closely at this too, I thought this was interesting. There is a piece of rubber here. This little piece of rubber here is what helps isolate some of that noise. If we don't feel like that's enough, I'm sure we could just replace that little chunk of rubber with something a little bit thicker. So that's gonna mount to the bar itself. This is going to mount to the fire extinguisher, and there's probably a couple different ways you can do it. I'm going to use the grooves that are here to basically put some hose clamps like this, okay? And it will go kind of just like that. See that? So we'll tighten those down and then get it permanent. One thing I want to be cognizant of is which way is this pointing so that it's easy to grab, so that it doesn't get damaged, things like that. It's smarter to buy a fire extinguisher that is metal, especially if you're off-roading, if you're loading gear in, things like that. You know, having a metal tip, metal pieces, things like that, reduces the chance of it getting smacked by a bag or, you know, gear or things like that, and then breaking off, and then of course that would be a big disaster. So the other thing I've done is I've just gotten one of these. It's a 5/16. This will make it a lot easier. Instead of using a flathead screwdriver to do this, I can tighten this up as quickly as I want to. And it will make it very, very fast to do that, and then I can trim the excess off. As you mount this hose clamp on, there's a couple different ways you can do it. So I'm gonna be doing this on the passenger side, which means that the hose clamps and things like that, I want to try and be towards the window. So if this is the roll bar, okay, imagine this is the roll bar here. These fittings, the excess, things like that, I want to be away towards the window, not on the inside, because I don't want it to catch on people's hands, gear, things like that. So I could put it in, if you put it in like this, and clamp it down, what happens is if I ever were to reach down, let's say I were to try to grab it in an emergency, this excess could potentially cut my hand, catch my hand, things like that. So I'm actually gonna take it and rotate it this way, allowing the excess to be pointed down. And with this much space in here, I can actually point that excess underneath this and make it so that it is tucked away very, very nicely, okay? Serves as a nice little excess, I don't even know what the right word would be for that, little excess holder. So I'm gonna clamp that down just softly, okay? Not gonna go too crazy on it because I wanna make sure I can get everything the right way. Okay, I'm gonna go to the top one here. And again, upside down. Let's reverse that. That way the excess can get tucked into that there and not have any problems. As we get close, you can spin this around. Okay. I had originally planned on trimming this off, but with the way this is working with this positioned that way, I actually might even just leave it just like this. So I'm gonna loosen this just a bit, rotate this around. So it almost perfectly matches the excess there. And then do the same thing here. And I'm gonna give it some good torque to really get it on there firm. Now, if you look at this, this is really solid, okay? That's not gonna go anywhere. And if I take this, and mount that to my fire extinguisher mount, okay? There is a little bit of rattle there, interesting, okay? And as we drive around back and forth, you know, I think that will, every little bit, you know, people talk a lot about rattle in Jeeps, when they're driving Jeeps, and they're like, oh, I hate the rattle, I hate the rattle. I don't mind a small rattle. It doesn't bother me a lot. But when you combine small rattles from 20 different accessories, it feels like the whole thing is shaking. So anytime we can find a way to eliminate some of that rattle, to reduce some of that rattle, I think it's smart to do it. So in this case, we want to get something that is going to be thicker there. Before we do that, let's go ahead and mount this to the Jeep itself, okay? Again, we're going to use hose clamps for now, but then later on we might actually use these holes and drill it into the roll bar. So this is going to go into the roll bar at that angle. And you notice this is kind of pointed up, okay? When it's on the roll bar, it's kind of pointed up and the handle's back there. I did that on purpose because I want to kind of keep it up and out of the way and up and out of the plane. But you could certainly loosen that and rotate that however you want it to be, position it wherever you want it to be. So let's go get this in the Jeep. So I've got a hatchet up here that we use for camping, you know, chopping wood, things like that. It's always good for emergencies as well. And I like having it here. It's a good spot. The way that the hatchet is positioned, it kind of covers the roll bar here. So I like this here. The question is, can I keep that there with this on here? Okay. I think it will still work just fine to have that there. If I position this about there, that hatchet won't get in the way, which means I just need to run my straps here and hold it in place. And if and when I decide to actually drill into the roll bar, I could do that with these holes here. But it should be pretty easy. For now, let's take the hatchet off, make it easier to work, and then we can always put it back on again. So remember, we've got these grooves in here that are cut out in the aluminum that allows me to secure this really nicely to it. Now, if I wanted to, I could just put the strap around this. There is a little space here for a strap. It would work just fine. But again, because it has these grooves already built in, I want to use it and make that as strong as possible. And then, of course, be able to tuck my excess into the holes there. Should make for a really clean install. Really nice. Okay. And this is up like that. Tuck that through. Come back again. And get that to bite. Run that through there. Now I'm going to get it close, but I don't want to tighten it all the way yet for a couple reasons. Number one, I want to make sure that I position these in the right spot. So again, people aren't smacking their hands on it, things like that. But the other more important thing is I got to make sure that I can easily get this out. I've got a roof to deal with here. So depending on how far down I need to be, maybe I need to take this handle off or things like that, you know. Let's go ahead and do that now. We can always place things back when we're done. Okay. depending on where it needs to be to easily get to it. The whole goal is being able to get to it easy, but also keeping it up and out of the way so it's safe. So I like that height right there, okay? But can I pull it off easy? Yeah, it looks like I can. It hits the top just a little bit. I'm gonna go down just a hair, okay? And that right there should be about perfect. So let's tighten it up. I'm gonna move these out to here. See, and I don't know if you could tell what I'm doing here, but I'm tightening this, but then I'm also shifting this. I want the very end of the excess to be up here, which allows this to be pushed all the way as far as possible around the corner. I'm starting to get tight here. I want to keep that up. All right, let's crank it down. Boing. All right, tuck that in there. Tuck that in there. And that is very solid. Tuck that in there. And that's it. That's how you install the Drake Off-Road fire extinguisher mount. I think it looks great. What do you think? Tell me in the comments below. Would you put it right here? Would you put it somewhere else? I've seen lots of different ideas, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. And, you know, with these hose clamps, it would be easy for us to remove it and put it somewhere else. So if you've got a great idea of where it should go instead of right here, I'd love to hear it, and maybe we'll change it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.